Oshay? Ruggedman Baba.
Your name is Jobless.
Ruggedman Baba.
How fun.
Boss, it's good to have you around here, man.
I pray so. I pray so because not everybody that smiles at you these days is your friend. You don't know.
Well, it has always been like that.
I know, no.
Yeah.
But this when
somebody friend names.
So when somebody says, "Oh, nice to meet you," I say, "Are you sure?" I always ask. What's good, bro?
Bro,
Happy New Year,
man.
Always nice to see you.
It's good to see
Shama.
you.
Shama. Like I said, anybody running anything that's functional in 2021 from 2020 to 2021 is a Shama, not Chairman, Shama.
I can't feel like setting up a business in 2020 was a wrong move, but at the same time I can't complain.
It depends on the business. If it was a face mask business now, I don't think you'd be complaining. If it was a vaccination business now, if it was an isolation center business, if it was a palliative business, you will not be complaining.
They did well.
They are doing well. There was first wave, now there's second wave coming. You know, I'm glad to be. You know, we're laughing about it, joking about it. It's not a funny thing. You know, COVID itself is not a funny thing, but what we're talking about is the funny part. So don't get us wrong. We're not trying to say there's anything funny about COVID-19. No, that's the only 19 that has refused to change. 19 that followed us to 2020 and 2021.
It's crazy.
COVID. Go home. You know, but even before talking about it's actually always been difficult running a business in Nigeria, even before the pandemic. Even before the pandemic.
Stuff. Stuff.
Oh boy.
If I had set up few of my businesses in America, right? Even the little ones I have over there, right? As bad as the whole thing got to, I was still in a safe spot because the system was there to support you.
Exactly.
You know, all my staffs are still working. They still pay them, even if I'm not paying them.
Where in America exactly?
In New York.
I thought you say Maryland, so I say Ikeja.
They still support you. They'll still tell you there's a paycheck support system.
That's
why is this system too hard to help people? This our Niger. Why?
Which system?
This our government.
Don't say system.
It's a system. It's a system. Because what I think is for you to shut people's businesses down, you get, there should be an incentive.
Some kind of compensation.
Yeah, there should be a way. Because this thing is not their fault. Some people set up this business with their lifetime savings.
Yep.
You get, and you just wake up one day and just, and you know the most annoying thing is if you shut the whole nation down when we know nobody is moving, nobody is working, it's understandable. But if you focus in a particular sector and you feel like, who cares? It is sad.
I posted something the other day when I saw a post online about the government saying there's a spike in COVID, victims, and I'm like, you shut down clubs, you shut down lounges, bars, events, and then religious houses are allowed to open. Even if they say maybe just 50 people, then let's not even bring the national identity number wahala into it. In the middle of a pandemic, you're now telling people they must go and get their NIN, and that means that's gathering of a lot of people.
I went to passport office like 2 weeks ago in Ikoyi, bro.
You understand? Now there's that one. Then once in a while there's a political rally, that has more people than a concert, and then you now open the borders. So why exactly are you complaining?
I don't get. Did you see Idumota Market?
You're talking about Idumota Market. Did you see the beach last weekend? I don't know which one it was, but I was on
It was Elegushi.
Did you see the beach?
It was mad.
Thank you. So I wish they would stop this selective thing.
If you want to shut everything down, shut everything down.
So
let's know, but they cannot afford to shut everything down.
Where?
They cannot, because they knew the effect the first time it happened. They knew how bad it got to people.
For people, I mean,
Yeah.
but not them.
Of course, nothing affects them.
So they should look. This is why they need to. I'm hoping they've learned from the first shutdown to know what to do. And I don't even want to hear any excuse that people raided palliative warehouse, so there's no palliative for the second wave. I better find palliative, and this time share it well. And like I said back then, anywhere you live in Nigeria, NEPA will find you and give you bill.
Yes.
So government,
Yes.
if you want to share palliative, go and work with NEPA. They know where everybody lives. They
Yes.
give everybody NEPA bill. So go and work with NEPA. Use their database and share palliatives to people. Let's not deceive ourselves. If you want to
Isn't
know
that why they
how
are
to do
doing
it,
this NIM exercise?
And
I think is it not a process so that they can share money to people?
share money to people.
I think the whole system is supposed to be like a social security system where they can tag it to your BVN, and then with that they can actually distribute money.
But
go
if you already
directly
have
into
a
your account.
BVN, do they need to have an NIN?
No, it's not everybody that has bank accounts.
Thank you. Meaning,
But everybody has a cell
might
phone.
not have.
Everybody
Thank
has a
you.
cell phone.
Thank you. Everybody has a cell phone. Well, a lot of people have cell phones.
yes.
Even if every household doesn't have, at least one person in that household has.
Yes.
And then I'm sure they put down, when you went to register your SIM, they asked me, do they ask how many people you live? How many people in your family? Do they do that?
I don't know. I
No,
don't think
they
so.
do
They
that.
just register one SIM
Register
to one
one
person.
SIM, you know? But look, see, you know why? You know what? I'm ashamed discussing this in 2021. Discussing database in 2021. When the rest of the world has in. We even have Nigerians who have dual citizenship, who are in Nigeria, who receive benefits from America.
Hello.
Idiot.
Even when you're not there,
You're not there.
Your
You
check is there
understand?
waiting for you.
Look, see, this thing we're discussing now, it spirals to a lot of things. It will now bring me to talking about how they try to regulate social media, you know, because they say some people are using it to embarrass the nation. Da, da, da. Is it about people embarrassing the nation, or about the people who are giving ammunition to those who want to embarrass the nation? So what I'm trying to say is, if you do not mess up, people don't have anything to gist about you messing up on social media. If you do your job,
Even if
well,
you don't mess up, just do your fucking
no,
job.
You
Do
see,
your
you
job.
know
Do
why I'm
what-
saying? You know why I'm
yeah.
saying this? I'm trying to let them know that there's an option. It's
Yes.
either you do good and people hail
Hail
you on
you,
it
yeah,
on
yeah.
social media.
Yes,
Or
yes,
if
yes.
you do bad,
Bad.
they will still talk about it
Yeah.
on social media.
Yes.
So the choice is yours. It's not about what people are saying, or it's not about the people saying it. It's about what you are doing. What are you doing that they're talking about?
it.
There are people on social media that are being hailed every day. There are people who need financial aid that come on social media and they get the money they need. There are people who need legal aid. There are people who need, like police aid. And when they come on social media, people who can render those services get to know. And it's done.
Yeah, Tunde not for president.
No, sorry. King Tunde had not.
Funny enough, did you get it? They just shut down the second one.
I just saw it now on my way here,
I-
and I was wondering.
Yeah.
It just showed no post.
Yes, no post. They
They
shut it down.
What
again.
did he did? What did Tunde not did?
I don't understand why they are not doing their proper investigation before. Fine, Tunde has some posts that could be a little bit under the belt.
Yeah, but they allowed it on there.
Yes.
So why don't they take it down when he posts it?
If people don't report,
Okay.
they will slide.
But then why take down his whole page? Why take down his whole page?
They cannot
Okay.
take half out.
No, but they can pick out what people are. People report
They must
pages,
have warned.
people report
Trust me, they must have warned
content.
him severally.
Okay,
I'm sure
okay,
before
but-
they will take that kind of
Okay,
action.
but this new
one. So
Kidina,
probably some people are just after that
after
guy.
him.
Yeah.
Well, somebody won 1 million naira yesterday. So
Did he?
Yeah, Tunde paid.
He
Tunde
got one.
paid-
He got to
the-
1 million
the guy-
yesterday before they
Tunde
shut it
already
down.
got to 1 million, of course. Then he paid.
When we checked,
somebody.
it was like eight
I
something.
know he got to 1 million yesterday night.
Oh, wow.
And then some. He said he was going to give somebody 1
somebody
million.
1 million.
So he did. He already did before. The video was already there. The guy was jumping. Oh, Tunde had not give me 1 million naira.
and this morning we can't find
his
the page
post,
again.
his page is down. It's just crazy, anyways. But whatever it is, I hope he sorts it out.
Let me look at this from another angle, Rugged. Do you
want
think
to try
no
angle?
do you think we as Africans need a platform like Instagram that serves us, that these white people don't have to control our narrative?
Which one do I answer you first now? Because there are two things I want to say to you right now. Okay, let me start with, you say this white people don't have.
I'm not going to use. Let me rephrase. I don't want to use white people.
People with others
controlling our narrative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, it's not about our narrative for me, for this particular one. It's about obeying rules and regulations. You understand? Before you signed up, they told you. Even though we all don't read it, I know we all don't read it.
Yes, we don't.
we just jump straight to I agree.
Even me, they fucking banned me for like almost over a year now. I cannot run ads.
You must have done something.
Yes, there's a violation in one of the ads. But I didn't know because I didn't read the rules. Then I appealed and I explained to them that I never knew. I won't make this mistake again, but they didn't realize it.
It's too late to apologize. You know that song.
Everybody deserves a second chance now.
This is what you go because on the judgment day you go thank God. Everybody deserves it. Be like, don't do us right now. No, so what I'm trying to say is, one, there are rules and regulations. Yeah. If you don't obey them, you suffer the consequences. So it's not about somebody else determining what we do.
Yes.
It's about you following guidelines.
So if
you understand,
that's
what I'm saying. Whether it's a Nigerian social media app or a German social media app, it's not about the app. It's not about the people handling it. It's about how you use the app. Do you obey their rules and regulations? Period. And then talking about is it a time we have about bros? We have wonderful app creators in Nigeria, tech people. You know how many years ago I've been saying Nigerians will come out and be complaining about Facebook, this book, that book, that Nash book, iBook, Nose book. No Nigerian has tried to create.
No, they have.
Where are they? They need
people just don't use it because because it's not functioning right, or maybe maybe we're not there yet. But
so, but okay, well, not everybody will have ideas and have connects like this. But this is 2020-21. Let me say this: we're just fresh into 2021, so it's not about 2022. But this is now.
Yes.
What stops you? Well, I know what stops them. I was going to say, what stops you approaching a bank or one of these, big companies and say, look, this is what I have. This will, with your support, this can match Facebook, match Instagram. But what will stop them now is they will just steal it from them, and even if they want to go to court, adjournment, thy kingdom come kind of thing. So the fear of it being stolen from them, I guess. So but then you never know. Try.
Yeah, this is pretty wide though.
Yeah.
But do you think all these platforms are too powerful?
Yeah, but they are becoming powerful.
They are.
Yeah, of course. We're in the digital age.
It's concerning.
We're in the digital age. Now imagine if federal government actually starts something like that. They don't have to come out and say it's them. It's a business. Jobless. It's a business. That's what I'm saying. Not even just the government. Banks can do it. They can just have a sector in their organization that just creates a social media app, and with the money they have, they push it. Some of these banks now have TV channels.
Yes, they do.
You understand? I don't want to mention it because they have. Now this is where you come and pay money so that we can mention your company's name on Jobless Show. Place advert here.
They do.
You understand? So they have their TV stations and things like that. So why can't they have an app? Why can't they have?
Sincerely, it's not hard though.
Thank you.
It's not hard.
So, but everybody, and you see the thing about Nigerians. That's why I said Nigerians were talking earlier. I said Nigerians like seeing is believing. They just and then you now said it's all about the numbers.
Yes.
Nigerians are lazy. No, Nigerians shall. They're lazy. All of these companies, big companies, they'll rather run to where the numbers are already, instead of creating their own and building numbers. So nothing stops all these are corporate bodies. Nothing stops them from creating their own apps. We have young men and women in Nigeria that can do it like this.
Smart guys. There's a guy I've been working with for a couple of years now. Shout out to Julius. Mad tech boy.
Julius, I didn't work with you. He worked with you. He gave you props while I'm here, so you have to either pay me or work for me.
All the app that I have that I'm using for my businesses. Okay. This guy is the guy, and he's based in Nigeria. Is he in Nigeria? Yes.
Okay, I'll talk. That means since you're saying this, I'll talk. I need to talk to him.
I'll give you his contact.
There's a particular security app I've had in my head for a long time because of all this that can really help out with all this. Illegal rogue police officers, or in fact anybody abducting anybody and doing all that. There's something I've had in my mind.
I want to give it to you on that level, Baba. You are going for president. you people are going to be president of this country. What inspires you to do these things? Because it seems like I see people have complaints online, right? Instead of them to tag the authority, people tag you and be like, Baba, help me out. This will just harass me now. I will not be like, is that the Nigerian police force handle? Because it is Ruggedman you see there, right? Where did it start from? How did you get into that space? I know you've always been, from day one, you've always been passionate about rights of the people. You don't like people taking chances. Even when people do music that doesn't sound right, you came out and tell us, no, you're not supposed to do the music like that. So it has always been inside you. But to take it to this level where, average Nigerians look up to you and, oh my man, Phile, what inspires you? I want to know what's behind it. I
am just the kind of person I am. Like you said, you've always known me from day one. Yeah. I've always been like that. Yeah. So it wasn't like I just got up one day and wanted to start doing it for clout or something. No, it's just the type of person I am. I can't be in a place where somebody's being wronged, bullied, or street where then they chance person and just walk away. I can't. Yeah. And it's not because I'm Superman. See. No one wants to say. So it's not because I'm super strong or because my father is some high-ranking officer or I'm related to the governor or the president. No, it's just because somebody's knocking.
Check who's there.
And then come out your phone for vibrate because that's
my own vibrate. I think it's like your own.
My own. I put my own on.
Yeah, my own is on mute though. My own is on mute.
Oh shit, not me.
Oh, it was a fun.
That's why they look you sis, because me I look because I boom
it's from your phone.
Well, you already said this.
Yeah, so used to TV.
Who's that?
He's so used to TV. When it was direct to the people, he looks into the camera.
Yeah.
Can we go? 4, 3, go.
Yeah, we're good. So that level of humanity, that you've put into this, I just pray that one day it all pays off because you've done so much for people.
But for me being me, I'm not actually
looking
like
to
I
get
said,
anything
I'm not looking to get anything from it really. If anything comes, fine, because I just believe, look, you can't be doing good and then not get rewarded for it. Kind of thing. It might not be from human beings or anything, but of course I know God is there's God. Yeah. Okay. There's God, and I believe that He knows everything. And I believe people who do good should be rewarded, even though some people keep telling me, Baba, God will bless you. God is reward is in heaven. One day I had to say, hey, please, if you are praying that my reward is in heaven, if you can't give me money, no. Please help me pray and tell God to give me upfront small now that I'm here, so I can collect balance. I need upfront, So, but I thank God for it, and I don't know if you know what it feels like to be hopeless. If you know what it feels like to be hopeless,
yes, I do.
You will now also understand what it feels like to have a little hope.
Yeah.
So what I've come to realize is that if what I do gives the next man this little bit of hope, I'm good. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
There are a lot of Nigerians who have practically given up on Nigeria. I'm not joking. They have given up on Nigeria.
And they have no choice.
Bro, no, I don't blame them. I
go.
don't blame them. I look at whoever is running any state and say, look, if people are leaving your state, if people are leaving your country, it's your fault. It's your fault. Because the power to make or mar is in the hands of the authorities. It's in the hands of the government. So when people say, oh, the citizens are also bad, who is supposed to check the citizens?
Of course.
Even if they misbehave and they don't check themselves, there's an authority.
Yeah.
So what's the authority doing?
Yeah, a system that works.
A system. Thank you. So it's not about the citizens are also bad. The citizens were not this bad before. If you check well, the citizens were not this bad before. But when the powers that be, when the authority that the citizens are looking at for guidance, for rules and regulations, for law and order, are not doing any of that, if they keep seeing the authorities breaking the same rules and nothing happens to them, that's been trickling down for years.
Yes.
So now
it's a ripple effect.
It's a ripple effect. So now a lot of the citizens now, what most of them hustle for is, one, how to either know somebody that knows somebody in power, so that when they mess up, they can quickly call that person, and that person will just make a phone call. Levi is my brother. I will see you later. Come to me. I'll give you Ghana must go, or thanks for coming. You understand?
Yeah,
so and that once that keeps happening, once there's already that breakdown of law and order. We've seen so many government officials who are supposed to be behind bars right now, not behind bars. The most they can do is either they faint when they're being questioned. It's either they faint when they're being questioned, or they will even leave them and make them and promote them, or transfer them somewhere else for a while. Then another one happen again. Do not faint. I pray not to have an opportunity to faint, because I don't need that. So basically, for me, it's not about the citizenry. People say, but even the government officials are from the Nigerian citizens. There's this thing called responsibility. So do you say because our government officials are from amongst us?
Yeah.
They have the power. They are the ones in power. They make the rules. They are in charge. The rest of us are not. I can't go and make any policy or sign any bill to make life better for everybody. I can't.
Yes, you can.
But the people who have the power to do it, what are they doing? Are they doing it? Instead, once in a while now we hear anti-lesbianism bill, anti-gay bill. And it's not our thing in Nigeria. Yes, I understand quite all right. But that is not our immediate problem. I have no trouble, fool. You're telling me about lesbianism or come on. A lot of places people don't feel secure. No security.
No security, yeah.
That's these are things you need to do. Do you know how long the students have been at home?
I'm telling you. Funny enough, Nigerians are easy to please people.
Nigerians are wonderful people.
I'm telling you, they're easy to please. Sometimes I just look at it and I'll say, come, if I have the opportunity to be a governor or probably a councillor, let me just go to the local level. Let's say
but try. Can't you try?
No.
People have been telling me to try.
I don't have the intention for now.
Why?
No.
Jobless, you need to tell us, why can't you run for office? Me now, I'm running away from office. You're running for office.
My hands are too tight for now. Probably in future I might think about it.
Okay.
But right now. But if I have the opportunity to be a local government chairman on that level, Baba, if I fix just the roads in that local area, just the roads, or I make sure there's no pothole anywhere in that area, I'm telling you, the people in that area will not let me go for the next 12 years.
I know. But
just do one thing.
But now, brotherly, this is a serious question I'm about to ask. What stops your local government chairman from fixing his area? I'm not asking your governor. I'm not even talking senator.
Yes, on the local level.
I'm talking local government chairman. I'm happy you said this because at a point, I tweet a lot. I post a lot of things and I ask a lot of questions. Yeah. There was a day I said, people will come out and said, Governor Sanwo-Olu is not doing this. Buhari is not doing this. And I'm like, look, the governor, will probably not hear you right now.
Yeah.
The president, You know they hear us.
Bubu's chilling.
Bubu's chilling. You know,
Bubu's chilling.
Who is the closest person to you? Your local government chairman.
Yeah.
Go out to his office. I'm not saying go and riot to. Go outside his office. In fact, go and try to see him. If now they don't allow you see him, then you can now gather yourselves in front of his office and demand to see him. It's your right. You're not going there to fight him or anything. You're just going to see him and speak to him. You know, and that's another thing a lot of our Nigerian politicians need to understand. This is their self-acclaimed God status.
Yes.
You know, that you can't be questioned or you can't say, when you die, it's only you.
Yeah.
That's it. Or when they drop you, you are, that's it. Former senator, former governor, that's all.
Rugged, something happened recently, right? I believe there is a speaker in Ogun State that was allegedly accused of molesting a girl. Did you see that video?
Yes.
I think it was last week or something.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, right? Then a few days after, the girl
came back and recanted
and said no.
I don't think she didn't say it didn't happen. No, she just said it. She just let everything go.
What do you think happened back end?
It's our country.
Exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
They've either threatened her or given her money or something
and let it go.
And that's the wrong part. That's the wrong way to go. Because if you do not solve if you do not nip a problem in the bud, if you don't go to the source and fix it, it will just happen again. With time, it will happen again, or it will move somewhere else and happen there.
Hey,
that's just it.
What's happening with Ruggedman? I'm sure you've had some mad stories.
Okay, as in my talk show.
Your talk show, man.
You don't want to know.
I'm sure you've had some experiences that. How do you sleep at night? Because I saw one. Right? There's this episode with a lady from Osu.
Yeah, that her father was a police guy. That they found out that he was allegedly killed by his DPO.
I couldn't breathe.
You turned to what's his name again?
George
Floyd.
I couldn't watch. It was touching. I was like, oh Lord.
I've heard stories. I've seen. You know, every day there was a day I had to post and say, look, guys, please do not send anything to me for some days. I need to refresh my mental health. I need to
clear your head.
I can't clear it. It will take a long time to clear. You know, I just needed to refresh. I just needed to not open my DM and see
stories.
Oh, they've shot us. Oh, they've locked us up. Oh, or a leg with bullet hole, head with bullet holes, and oh, he raped me. They beat me here. They did. Imagine getting that almost every day, constantly. So I had to post and say, look, guys, don't send anything. I'm sorry, but just please don't send anything to me for a few days. Let me rest. You know? But the part I didn't add was, this is what I'm going to say now. I didn't add there because it will sound a bit insensitive. I'm like, look, I'm not a police officer. I'm not an appointed politician or anything. I'm just a regular Nigerian citizen like you guys. Except maybe my care level is a bit higher than normal. You know, but so please just let me
public
rest a
figure
bit.
though. So
don't you have public speakers? Don't you have a speaker?
A whole lot. But
they are getting paid. I'm not, and you understand. Oh boy, so it's been crazy. I hear loads of stories, and I just try.
But why can't a regular, an average Nigerian, right, have issues like this, right? Go to the police station and tell them this is what I'm going through, and they fix it. Why do anybody have to first reach out to you? You have to help them call Abuja. Abuja now call the DPO. Is it not supposed to be a level ground for everybody?
Realistically speaking, the police is underpaid, maybe understaffed.
Yeah.
They have a lot of things. They lack a lot of things. You understand?
Obviously.
I'm not making excuses for them. You know, but
as a matter of fact, I can make excuses for them.
No, I don't want to make. Okay, wait. Yes, I can make excuses for the police itself.
Yes,
because they lack a lot of things. But I don't make excuses for the rogue officers.
Of course,
of
course not.
Let's clear it.
Yeah.
So, you know, so that's why most times that's how the joke of when you call the Nigerian police, they ask you go buy us fuel. It's not because they don't want to come, but they really don't have fuel. They really don't have fuel. I know
yeah.
a story about an officer. This, like when you're traveling, those police pickups are parked on the side of the
highway,
road,
yeah.
on the express. There's one that's parked there. The car does not move. It's just office because engine not good.
Nothing.
Tires not good. So engine that's not good and tire that's not good. What do you need fuel for?
Yeah.
It doesn't move. And unfortunately, the story is online. Even Sagalink talked about it too. One of the officers there was hit by a car. And then the car didn't stop.
And they need to take him to the hospital.
Unfortunately, the officer died because there was no way to get him to the hospital quick enough. You understand? I'll not lie to you. This is another thing again. Me too. I will also drop. It's one of the things I always drop at the foot of our government. You shouldn't joke with security.
Yes.
You should not. Don't joke with security. Don't joke with healthcare. Don't joke with education.
Yeah. I tell people, I said, this job is probably one of the most dangerous job you can ever do as a human being, because going out in the morning, even in well-developed country, there is no 100% chances that you're going to make it back that home. Day.
Yep.
And they have families too. You get it's really, really. Sometimes you just want to talk to somebody. You pull a car over. You just want to have a conversation, and they'll just bring out a gun and shoot. And shoot.
I've seen videos.
There's several crazy stories out there. You get so for people, instead of people doing that kind of job, I think they should be on the.
It should be right after the president.
I'm telling you,
president. In fact, in some countries, even before the president, it's their doctors, their nurses, their teachers, their police officers, their soldiers, Air Force and all, before their president itself. But the president is always number one. So you don't joke with your country's security, healthcare, especially and education.
Yes.
Because an illiterate country will not progress. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. A country that's filled with illiterates, that's filled with uneducated people, will not progress.
Do you think it makes sense for? Okay, I want to know machine, but let's say it makes sense for there should be a law that says if you have any office in the government, right? You shouldn't go out of the country for medical checkup. But you should be treated in this country. Your kids should school in this country. All those guidelines should be, as long as you're holding the public office.
Yes, as long
they
as
should put you and your family should be here.
Yep.
Go through the same stress
that everybody
is going through.
Yes.
Would that work?
That will definitely work. Brotherly, if I was Minister of Education and my children are in Fengbule Grammar School and they don't have books, the teachers are always on strike. You think I will not be worried? I'll be worried now that my children are not getting a good education. So obviously I will try the next thing, and if I know that I can't send them abroad, then my next move will be, okay, how do I improve the educational sector in the country? But if I'm the education minister and my children are in Harvard, Stanford, Cambridge, what's my business?
Rugged. Now let me now tell you something, right? This one bothers me a whole lot. Most of these guys,
custom problem. It bothers you.
This one, most of these guys in this government are well learned. They've been out.
Not all of them.
Most of them, Baba. Okay. Most of them. Sometimes I just take their name and just run through their wiki and see the kind of schools they went to.
They wiki you when you check their wiki.
I'm telling you, you see Harvard, you see Stanford, you see all those Ivy League schools on their profile, and they actually went to those schools. So these people are learned. They know what's going on. So why can't they
duplicate the same thing they see out there?
Yeah.
I asked that question.
Why? Why is it hard?
Even if they did not even if they did not attend Harvard and Cambridge and all of that, they travel
a whole lot.
Yes. They go to America, they go to Dubai, they go to UK. Brotherly, are we allergic to good things? Are we allergic? First time I ever traveled out of this country, I saw some things there. And all I kept saying was, this thing will be good for my house. Oh, this thing will be good for here. This thing will be good. I bought the ones I could buy.
Yes.
And I brought it. And I put it where I said it could be good for, and it was good for it. I felt good. You understand?
Yes.
So now that's me, normal citizen, just making my small share money. Now imagine a government official who has a budget.
Yes.
That can afford anything. He travels. The plane he's in, very clean. They serve him well. He land. The open door, the air is chilly. Fresh air, you know. Nobody shouting, Madu! In his ears. That kind of thing. Nobody horning, Papa. Go where they go. Nobody's doing all that. He's walking and the person coming next opposite says, oh, sorry, how are you? And they pass. And you go, you enter you order ride or whatever, the car that takes you is clean. You don't, it's not happening to him. When he's moving in a car, you get into a hotel, everything is tear. The roads are good. No police officer sees you and delays you for 30 minutes
for nothing.
That kind of thing. Yes, some people might say, but they have racism. That's them. They have it. They're dealing with it. Let's deal with our own. So don't give me the racism thing, because our own is. See, what is? Do you know what's worse than a white person being racist to a black person? A black person
being racist
to a black person.
Yeah.
And when you talk about Nigeria, aka tribalism.
Yes.
So let's not even go to that. If I enter
that, we won't leave here.
So let's
not leave here.
Yes. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, why would you go abroad, see a lot of great things, see a lot of good things happening in those countries? You pay loads of money, you enjoy it, you see how it works. You come back to your country, and you give us onlooking. You do like you didn't notice. You act like those good things will not work here, or you can't do it when you know fully well you can. So what is the problem?
And this thing can work. They know it can work. But
it can work.
Not to brag or anything, the place I stay, right here on the island, right? You can't even bring a gen. That is how sane
it is.
The community is, right? You don't hear gen noise. You cannot. It's against the rule.
So how do you do light?
Bro, we prepaid.
But you know,
you get, we prepaid and you just load it and it works. And I'm like, if it's working here, why can't it work in other places?
Is only light? Are you sure they don't have some generator?
They do have a plant somewhere that's not close to the estate, that serves the estate.
And now the people that live around that place where the gen is, they don't suffer the gen sound. So for you to have your peace, some people are sorry for it.
But is that not what the transformers are supposed to be doing?
My brother.
Because personally, they will tell you you cannot bring a gen. Because your neighbor.
But that structure is what they want. Is their system.
Yes.
And it's working for the people who live there.
Yeah.
Even though I know they're paying out of their ear for it, but it is a system, meaning it works, meaning it can work on a larger scale.
Yes,
my brother.
Yes,
a lot of things can work in this country, but people just don't want it to work. You know why? Because they are benefiting from that chaos. That's just it. We are not stupid. Nigerians are some of the most intelligent human beings on earth.
I'm telling you.
So for us to be in 2021 and we're still fighting to sync NIN with BVN, go and Q, and this when we are not the music. Anyway, let me not go to. Anyway, I hate when I see the Q.
before we even stop this Niger talk, one thing again.
Can we ever? Whatever we talk about, one thing
coming back there. Because
on.
One thing again is, they know that the whole of Nigerian professionals around the world,
of course,
doing fantastically well.
Of course.
Right? The last election they did in America, I believe it's about 6 Nigerians that had offices.
In America,
in America, right? So, is there any possibility of bringing
an American getting offices
guys in? Yeah, now, like, why can't, if I'm to be in Bubu's position now, all I need is give me a list of these great Nigerians. Adebayo Ogulese runs Gatwick.
You see, I was waiting for you to finish so I can say a few things.
You get?
Now.
Give me a list, because I knew that last year I read something about Ghana trying to bring in people, especially black Americans. They give them tax break. If you come to Ghana to start a business, they give you tax break for 10 years and they support you. They even give you citizenship.
Nigerian's tax will break you instead.
You get? So I'm thinking, if I'm to be in Bubu's position, these are the things I can talk to the exec members. Why don't you invite these guys down? Let's have a conversation. Even if it's a town hall meeting, let's talk. Let's see how we can move this country forward. Invite this. How much would it cost you?
This thing you're saying now, I've said it a couple of times with friends. Yeah, you mentioned Ugulesi, and I'm like, why is he not our aviation minister?
Oh yeah, Mileno.
And I remember there's this doctor, Nigerian doctor in America, who performed surgery on a pregnant woman. He brought out remove the and take it on it
and take it back.
Yes, and the woman still had her normal pregnancy.
Yes, I saw
delivery.
Yeah, I saw.
Why
I
is
saw
that
that
man
story.
not our minister of health? You understand? There's so many great Nigerians like that. Let's even talk about inside Nigeria. There's something I posted some time ago. At the start of the pandemic, there was this young boy. I think he's from somewhere in the north. He was talking about. He was showing us a ventilator that he produced.
Yeah, I saw it.
My brother, I didn't see it on any Nigerian TV. I didn't see even the governor of his state talking to him about it to know how they can maybe work on that, improve it, get our Nigerian, because I'm sure we have scientists.
But they were tweeting Elon Musk.
Yes.
To give them ventilator.
Yes, my brother. That's one. Then there's a group of boys from, is it Futo or Futa?
Yeah, that did a mini plane.
A drone.
A drone plane.
They designed, built a drone and flew it.
Yes, a drone, yes.
I didn't see anybody talking about him in Nigeria, them in Nigeria. Instead, our Nigerian military now went to buy that white drone and said it's a security drone. You know the one? Meanwhile, we have some young Nigerians. You understand? That aside again, my favorite, Innocent Motors. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
Innocent.
No vex.
We still spoke about Innocent yesterday.
I posted last week. I saw one of their cars and I smile. Anytime I see, I don't have one yet.
Innocent.
Yet. So, anytime I see their cars, I smile. And I'm thinking, I always ask this question. I'm in a WhatsApp group with some of my friends from last week. So I was like, why isn't the government supporting Innocent? Even if they don't, I'm not saying give him free money. Buy some shares.
Yeah.
Even if you don't buy some shares, invest.
Yes.
So that he can produce more. He can produce more because I was in China some years ago. Brother, if you want to buy a foreign car in China, it's double or triple the price. If you want to buy an American, a European or a German car in China, it's double or triple the price. But if you want to buy a Chinese-made car, cheap. So what stops Nigeria from making Innocent? Because is there any African country producing cars? Not that I know of, really. There might be, but not that I know of. But let me just say, the one I know is in our own.
Do you have any African country producer? Check it for me. That's a good fact.
You understand? So now, imagine if the government, let me use our favorite word from this end, empowers Innocent.
Yes.
I'm sure we'll start creating. Brotherly, Ghana will buy. South Africa will buy. All the African countries, our neighboring countries will obviously buy. And
once they see that Innocent is doing well, other companies will spring up.
Yeah. Now imagine if I tweeted this thing one day. They did not. A lot of people were like, no. Now imagine if it's put into, in fact, it's made by force that every government official car
should drive a Nigerian made car.
Let's say a Nigerian made car. We're not stopping you from buying your European or American car if you want, but if you want to buy that, use your money. But for your official car, it is a Nigerian made car. Imagine if that happens.
Okay. So here are 8 cars 7 African countries own. There's Birkin Cars by South Africa. There's Innocent Motors by Nigeria. There's Kankata Cars by Ghana. There's Kira Motor Corporations by Uganda. There's Laraki by Morocco. There's Mobius Motors by Kenya. and there's Wally Scar by Tunisia.
Wally really has.
So obviously these things have been
none
produced.
of them are popular vehicles.
They are not.
But
they are all of standards with all modern day features as well.
So that means we have the same problem we have in Nigeria.
Yeah, they have
with
it
them not supporting.
Yes, they have it in those
they have
countries
it in all those
too,
African countries. You see the problem. You see why I keep saying at the end of the day I will drop everything at the doorstep of our leaders, because they have the power to make or mar. They have the power. We can't just get up and start making policies. They have the power. So that's why at the end of the day I will drop everything at their doorstep.
Yes. So what's the way forward? Are we changing the
If you ask me, now I go ask.
There has to be a way. We cannot continue like this. Rugged. We cannot continue like that. Somebody has to think out of the box and just say, okay. I wish somebody can just come out tomorrow and say, okay.
Why are you wishing? Why can't it be you?
Me, my hands are too full. I cannot
Now let's
run.
imagine all of us saying our hands are too full. Bros, I know the song was popular. Drop some of the arrow and try to see how you can make a difference. Okay, see, way forward. People are saying, oh, 2023, 2023. 2023 is a bit far, you know? But then how are we so sure that nothing will be rigged in 2023? You understand? So what we need to do is start either looking for young men and women who we know are credible, who we know have sense. That sense one doesn't really follow, because I know some people who have sense that entered politics, and once they got positions, they just switched. As in, you know,
the system switched them off.
It's not the system. It's not the system. You know why it's not the system? When you say the system switched them off, to me that's you saying peer pressure. I don't believe in peer pressure.
More like
I don't believe in peer pressure. You know why? Okay, it's an adult show. 85% of my friends smoke. I've never smoked.
Yeah, of course.
You understand? Yeah. And I believe we all know what we're doing every time we're doing something. We all know exactly what we're doing at the time we're doing it. Only that a lot of people are quick to try to use things as excuses. Yeah. When people say, oh, I've been so busy, and I'll tell the person, but if I'd asked you to come and collect money, will you be too busy to come and collect the money?
You can't.
No. Sure. You know why? Because we always make time for what and who is important. And we make up excuses for who and what is not important. That's life. So you going into politics, if you're a sensible, reasonable human being, and then you get into politics and switch, I don't believe it's the system that switched you. You know why? Because you have the choice to come out and say, since they want me to start doing illegal stuff, I'm not doing. That's not me. And you come out and say that. How many have come out to say that? Instead, they just enter there. Since I can't do the normal work, I might as well join them and start doing the illegal stuff and making money. That's how their numbers keep increasing. The numbers of the bad people and things keeps increasing, because instead of going in there to fight the system, you go in there, join the system. You understand? Yeah, they'll say, the system is already hard. They're already set in their ways. Bro, the most constant thing in life is what? Change. So you have to start from somewhere. So we need to look for young men and women who will not even just trying to run for governor or president. We need them in our local offices. Then we need them in the Senate, and you understand those places where if we get more people in the House of Assembly and Senate, trust me, that's where we'll start making those changes. That's where we'll start fighting for things to change.
What would you say was the... Okay, let me put it this way. I think the narrative might change sooner than we expected.
It has to.
And the reason why
be suffering like this.
The reason why I think so is the impact of NSAS movement. That you know, that 2 weeks, 3 weeks of that protest. It shows that people are more aware.
Definitely.
You know, people are more, information is easier to move around. And would you look into a body like that trying to put themselves in all these key places, you know? But for me, I think where they got it wrong during that whole protest was the point when they had nobody to... there was no captain. Everybody was just sailing blindly.
It wouldn't be that they got... Well, it's not that they didn't have a captain. because they could have easily picked. They could have easily picked.
They had a whole lot of smart guys.
Yep. What I believe happened was they didn't see. When you protest for a while. When you have the attention of the people,
then you go into negotiation.
Then you go into, let's not call it negotiations. You go into dialogue.
Yes. Because
when you say negotiations, it's as if there's a take or give or no. You go into dialogue where you now start letting them know, okay,
this is our demands.
This is what we want.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
How are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? Then if they now say, okay, give us 1 month, we say no. Do the easy ones first. We give you 2 weeks. We will get off the streets. But now you know we can gather. Now you know we know there's strength in our numbers. Now you know we can let the whole world know what is happening. So we give you the 2 weeks
to fix it.
Start fixing it. No, because you can't fix everything in one day.
Yeah.
But you can start fixing. But there are some things you can fix in 1 day. Like firing some government officials that we have proof, both in pictures and video, of doing things wrong.
Yeah.
Firing them, impeaching, whatever you want to call it, those ones can be done. So that way you give the masses a show of good faith. You show them that, okay, you are at least taking baby steps. Business. Yes. You know, that would have, but too many people were talking at the same time and but then the same way the government now knows that can happen is the same way now the masses know what they did wrong or what they could have done better.
Yes.
So it's now left for the government not to give the people another reason to gather
out
again.
there.
Because if they gather again this time, it might not be funny.
Then again, do you think people were actually scared to be in the forefront because of the after effect? Like right now, you know that after now we are hearing stories of somebody wants to travel, they didn't let them go. Some accounts were blocked, they didn't let them have access to their money. Things like that they are directly coming after these people. Yeah, but probably that's why people are just trying to stay back. Because
stay back from what?
To be in the forefront now. Nobody wants to come out and say, okay, I'm the one leading this movement.
Yeah, but there was no one leading the movement.
But there were people leading the movement, because at some point
there were people organizing protests on protest grounds.
Out of protest ground, Rugged. Okay. There is a platform, especially on Twitter. Okay. There are people coming out, giving us accounts, telling us this is how much we made, this is how much we spent, this is what we spent on medical.
Is that for the whole nation?
No, for the
thank you.
Protest.
No. I mean, there were protests in different parts of Nigeria.
Yes.
So these people you're talking about now, were they organizing protests in other countries, in other states?
Yes, I think so. I think it's the same.
We need to be sure.
Okay. Let's use the main. Let's use the main spots, the key spots, Lekki and Ikeja.
Everywhere was key. Trust me, everywhere was key.
But that was where it started, right?
Where Lekki Island, yes.
And at the end of every week, if I'm not wrong, there is an account. There's somebody putting out information and letting us know this is how much we've made, this is how much we spent, this is how much we spent on medical.
I think that was some ladies.
Yeah, so those are the leaders.
No.
But they couldn't come out.
They're not. Are they? No. Well, there was a post on. I think they said nine. What do you call them? 9. Is it 9? Headline? No, I don't call it headline. I saw a post about 9 women who are powering the protests.
Okay.
Yeah. So well, that's the closest you get to people. But we all know that even this whole money thing started from the protest ground.
Yes.
Because they realized that, look, even if we're gathering, people, you see, it's about that. In a gathering, there will always be people who are more organized than others.
Yes.
There will always be people who care about a lot of things, Because at a point when I heard about some people smoking, some were smoking, I reached out to some of the people I see at the protests. I said, look, tell everybody this is not a place to come and do your smoking or drinking or whatever. Yeah. Food, if you want to do, fine. But smoking, if you're smoking anything other than cigarettes, not good, because you're fighting for a cause. It is not a party ground. So I said that. And I'm sure some people there...
You need to let them take you serious.
Thank you.
Yes.
Pass the message on. Does that mean I'm an organizer of the protest? No. Now, there are people who were there who realized that, okay, people were coming from different parts of Lagos. And they will be hungry. They will be thirsty. Once they start getting hungry and thirsty, they might start leaving.
Okay.
So they now started thinking, okay, we need to look for a way to get food and drink so that people can stay, so that our cause is not lost. That's how I believe that whole putting money together started.
Okay, but my point is, there was an organization.
There was an organization, but not a company, not a brand.
Yes,
there was an organization of a group of people.
That's my point. They were a group of people that were organized to the point that they know they put out this information.
Now, can I say another thing? That's why in a company you have accountants.
Yes.
You have HR.
Yes.
You have MD. You have CEO. So just take it that during this protest we had accountants and we had HR, but there was no MD or CEO. That's the best way I can explain it to you. They knew that people needed food, drink, and stuff, and they started doing that.
Yeah.
But they weren't the leaders, so they couldn't come out to say, "Oh, I'm speaking on behalf of."
That's why I said, is it because they knew that they're going to come after them?
No, how would they know? This is the first time. These are young people. The last time there was protest in Nigeria, subsidy
Nigeria.
And
Occupy Nigeria.
Did they come after anybody? Was there any? You understand? So and
Occupy Nigeria, we were played.
What?
We were played.
Brother,
well, let us do.
If you want to talk about where we were played. What happened? What came out of Oputa panel? What came out of NCDC that one? What came out of it? They just do organize and go home. Brotherly, if it's about playing, they be playing us for ages. It's about time. We all just need to stand up, step up, and speak up.
Who do you think is the next president of Nigeria?
I don't know, but I just pray it's not any old man or woman. I just want somebody young, somebody fresh, somebody young, somebody intelligent, somebody business-minded, somebody who knows what it is to improve things.
Yeah, a real leader.
Yeah, we need a leader. We need an MD CEO. I wish Tony Elumelu come and run for president. You understand? At least that's somebody I've seen grow something. You understand me?
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't like Trump.
Yes.
Some people say, wait. I just realized what I was trying to get at now. Typical Nigerian will tell you, if you say, oh, this young man wants to run for president, what does he know? How long has he been in politics? What does Trump know about politics? What does Trump know? But he won the election.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
If you talk business, he knows it. Yes, he might not have run it the way others will run it.
Yeah.
But then he still won it. He still ran it. And they are not at war.
Even the second election, he still got over 80 million votes. Which shows you that people were still behind, regardless of.
You understand? So Nigerians, it is not about how young the man or woman is. It is about how sensible and the track record the person has. It doesn't have to be in politics. Because if you talk about the track record in politics, what have all the people in politics in this hour, I almost say what have all what have we gained from all the experienced politicians we have? So please, let us try somebody else. Ejo.
Less than 40? Less than 50?
I really don't care. How old is the French president?
Macron.
He's less than 50.
Yeah, Macron is less than 50.
Thank you. So it's not about the age. Because look, there's something I posted again some days ago. It's only in Nigeria now. It's in Nigeria now that I've come to realize that old age does not mean wisdom.
Yes, I posted it too.
Old age.
I posted it too a couple of weeks. I was like, listen, because they are older than you doesn't mean they are smarter.
Yes.
Or doesn't mean they know more.
Yes.
No.
And if you want to talk at the end of the day, bring all of them and put their CV on the table. Let's check every Nigerian politician's track record. And then tell me if you'll be proud of any of them. Or if you hate. Well, I beg you. I was saying, Jerry.
Oh, God.
Very tall. You know?
Oh, God.
So it's just left to us to really, especially us entertainers. I'll not lie to you. I've not really been that type of person to get involved in campaigning for somebody really, but this time I'm looking out for that person that I will get behind with everything I have. I'm looking for somebody.
You think the PVC would work?
It should, because the more people come out, the less easier it will be for them to rig. check what happened in Edo State. People voted, and waited there. People were guarding the place, and everybody, they had phones and they were counting with them. 1, 2, 3 till they finished counting. They knew who won, and everybody shouted it, and everybody started posting it everywhere. So you can't come tomorrow now and say, "Hey, we found 2 votes on the ground." So that's what Nigerians need to do. And I was happy during the protest until now. I've been seeing a lot of young people saying INEC should hurry up and open their offices so that they can go get their
Is the PVC available now for people?
Even INEC announced some weeks ago that yes, they will open early for people to start, and they'll be open till towards the election till 2023, so people can come get their
just
PVCs.
Walk in and get it.
Yes,
that'll make a whole lot of difference.
I've seen a lot of young people, and I'm happy. Bros, this past election 2015, I waited till 10:35 p.m. to vote. The electoral materials they were bringing to the polling booth, they said they mistakenly took it somewhere else. And that's another thing, accountability. Our Nigerian incompetence sometimes can mess things up. But to me, remember when I said some people benefit from the chaos? That act of, we don't know what happened. They just scatter it. It is planned. They know what they're doing. I can't give you electoral materials and you just be treating it anyhow, and you just say you don't know what happened. Hold it. And that's the thing, a lot of Nigerians have lost pride in their jobs, in the country. In America, do you know what it means when a policeman says he's working for the badge, he's working for the uniform? Yes. He is a pride of the uniform. He's a pride of the... How many Nigerian policemen can say that with their full chest? How many Nigerians working in companies can...
I saw one video this morning. That the policemen were telling the guy was actually physically challenged. I think it happened in Remo or Elisha, Ogun State.
That one, they were hitting the man with sticks?
With stick. And before they got to that point, they were even asking him, now you talk, say, they fear police, Abi. And I'm like, seriously? You should be afraid because you're a policeman?
Thank you.
What kind of mentality is this? And they started eating him with stick. I don't even care what he did. I don't even know what. I'm not even interested. But for you to treat a fellow citizen like you because you're on the uniform like that, it shows that we're not there yet. We have a long way to go.
I keep talking about things I post, and I always post them because it's things I just think about them. I go, look, I'd rather you respect me than fear me or even love me. I'd rather you respect me. If you respect me, Jobless, you will not do anything to hurt me. You will not mess up anything I'm doing. If you respect me. Love can go any second. Fear might even make you, this man, fear this man, he might just do me something, you just look for a poison to give me. And that's it. But if you respect me, if you respect yourself, if you respect your job, if you respect your position, if you respect your country, you will do everything possible to make people love and respect that thing you also love and respect. A policeman, a man says, I'm not afraid of the police. Instead of you to give him a reason to love the police, you now think it will be better for you to give him a reason to hate you.
To hate you, yes. That's exactly what happened in that video. That video was Jesus Christ.
They've sent it to me, and Ross,
how many do you want to?
Chibi said we should stop talking like that. Chibi said we should stop. I told you.
Yes, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop now. I saw. Let me even change this conversation. I'm tired of this Nigeria conversation.
Try.
I saw a video this morning. Funk Flex.
Okay.
He was talking to some guy, and he said, Drake is better than Jay-Z.
Okay. And that's Funk Flex now. What's my business with Funk Flex?
What's your own feel?
That Drake is better than Jay-Z. That's like saying Floyd Mayweather is better than Mike Tyson. Just because Mayweather is buzzing right now.
It could be.
Just because he's buzzing right now.
He's still undefeated.
And then, trust me, Jay-Z is heavyweight champion.
Based on history?
based on history, based on
Records.
longevity, based on status, based on albums.
How about the numbers?
Numbers of when? They didn't come out at the same time. They're not the same age. So you don't bring somebody who's buzzing in 2021 and start comparing with someone who buzzed in 1982. Chill. No. Yeah. You don't. You can't be compared. You pick somebody who came out when Drake came out, compare that. To me, it's even disrespectful.
For Funk Flex to say that, right?
To be comparing Jay-Z to Drake. It's disrespectful. It's like just coming out now and saying who?
Wizkid is better than Two-Face.
Okay, well, that's that kind of thing. You understand? Yeah, there's this. I was even still talking America. You see, he has brought it to Nigeria. I was even talking about this guy. This rap group that their name sounds like Edo Gritty, Migwo.
Oh, Migos.
He's like, I call them an Edo rap group. So it's like saying Migos. It's like saying Migos is better than Dr. Dre. That's disrespectful.
It is.
You understand? So you can't even come on. Even Drake will not find it funny. I'm sure he will not find it funny. Even no matter how proud he is, he cannot. Why? Hove.
But yes, Hove is big though. But if you look at it in this day that we are now, I think Drake actually overthrew all the numbers, knocked all the numbers out. Drake is probably the biggest pop star in the world right now.
No problem. But did Drake and Jay-Z drop albums the same time?
If they do
the
now,
same generation. No. Come on, you can't say if they do.
They
now.
do now.
Hold on. What you're saying now is like saying, who will I pick? You remember when Kerewa,
Zulezu.
You remember that when that song was buzzing?
Yeah.
Now it's like saying if Zulezu and Omale drop album now. Come on. The fans are different. The generational gap is different. You can't. That's why I say you can't put a Jay-Z to a Drake. Nah. Funk Master Flex. In fact, it's like saying DJ K-Wise and DJ Funk Master Flex. In Nigeria, not in America.
Funk Flex. Funk Flex is a big movement though in America. People respect his opinions a whole lot because he's an old DJ. And sometimes when he says these things, you just be like,
bros, he just wants to buzz. He just wants to buzz. That's just it. He just wants to buzz. He just wants to buzz. Okay, to you now, Lil Wayne and Drake.
Okay.
Who's better? Or who would you choose?
Because I'm a rap head, I'll take Wheezy, right? But if I want to judge with numbers, I'll take Drake. I'll take Drake. But, if I want to look at it from the numbers.
When you want to look at numbers, as you're looking from the business side, let's say from the business side of it. But if you're looking at the brand, the music, the buzz when it was out, brotherly,
it's Wheezy.
Drake is not, of course. Now you understand why I even said Wheezy, because I know Drake came out around that time.
Yes,
Wheezy. You understand? That's why I've been picking a Wheezy.
There's a little gap, but it's not crazy.
You understand? So I beg you, Drake had it good. He's had it good because there really weren't too many rappers when he came out. There really weren't that many rappers.
Funny enough, it took me time to actually accept him as a rapper.
As in Drake, Abi? No, I liked him. I like him. I like him, Sha. And I love the way he was able to do. You see, he just took what Wheezy was doing and improved on it. Because Wheezy came in with the whole kind of thing, you know. So, I beg you.
Which Nigerian artist are you feeling now?
Me? I like all the boys. Fireboy, Waterboy, Joe Boy. Which was the other boy? But Fireboy is mad. Then Omale is mad. Yeah.
Omale is buzzing though.
Then who sang? World.
Yeah, World.
Oh, that's Nigerian Zlatan of R&B. Because of his hair color.
I had a conversation with somebody. I think it was that during that Christmas season. I was telling somebody, I said, if there was no COVID, Omale should be looking at least 200 million by January.
Wait, you're talking about Omale. How about Obesere? Hey, Gungu, be careful. I felt bad for him because that song was picking up all of a sudden out of nowhere. You understand? I'm not saying he's gonna be like these young boys, but I mean that was obviously an opening for him to lock down shows and do a lot. But pandemic came and locked down everybody.
So a little insight on Obesere. So about Egungun, be careful. So before the lockdown, I was on tour with Kenny, and we're going to Ife, and then they needed an act to bring life, and then said, why don't you bring, to sing that one particular song? We're like, you joking? And it was insane. And then I mean, he said
he came on the tour with you guys,
and he said he went to bring us to Ife. He said he had plans to start a tour. He actually wanted to like get into the groove of things, and like in this time. And when he came on stage, boom! Like,
boom. You kill it any day.
He
will kill it any day. Obviously, he will kill it any day, anytime. He's crazy. I love him.
But the one I didn't get was when he now started wearing blouse. But okay. we met up. I was in Malaysia for a show some years ago. Then I just heard he was in the same club I was in. You see us that night. It was not funny when I just saw it.
I can imagine.
No. It was. I still have the pictures. I'm gonna send you the pictures so you can use for in Malaysia. Okay. It was nice. It was nice. We're everywhere. Nigerian music is doing so well. It's just unfortunate that at the end of the day, just like you said about Instagram, about foreign social media apps, it's so unfortunate that Nigerian music is doing so well, but we're kind of like being gauged by foreign, foreign, let's say the foreign music industry, the foreign distribution companies, and all that. While ours is suffering.
Yes, I have a distribution hub now.
Is it going to be Nigerian based?
Yes, it's Nigerian based. It's Nigerian based.
What's it called? Chop Your Money Record.
Shout out to Dr. Kunle Oladen. We run an app called Tune Afrique, and it works like the DSPs. Distribute your songs to all Spotify, Apple Music. Cool. It's actually on the first tier of the DSPs. And
is it functioning now?
Yes. It's called Tune Afrique. You can check it out. Nice. And we're paying people. Yeah, we're paying people. And you'll be surprised the people making money on this platform. Artists from Warri.
Oh, nice.
Port Harcourt. Yeah, I could show you that.
Selling your market now.
But I could show you the numbers. We've been paying over $1 million to people, to artists, based on streaming.
Okay. I have an EP that's coming out early this year. So maybe we'll talk.
Baba, I'll show you the platform, how it works, and it's fantastic.
I know
because we don't even have.
Why I'm saying this? I want to try yours.
Yes.
I know where you live.
Yes,
I will come for you if you try
me. Yes, you need to. But like I said, having look at China. You don't have the access to the same Instagram.
Yeah, of course. No YouTube,
no Twitter. Okay. When will Africans start to think like that? That we can actually have our own platform, decide
we're only independent on paper. But in real life, we're dependent on so much from outside this country.
Only independent on paper.
Yep. Because a country that says they're independent.
That's a good one. You have to write that down for me.
Because a country that says they're independent, but now everything they use, they're dependent on other countries. Nigeria, we need to become independent.
Then we need to actually even learn to embrace our own. Fine, sometimes the service might not be there 100,
but at least
support, like I talked about Tune Afrique now, right? I know some people will listen and go check it out and say, okay, but
you're lucky it's not my show, you'd have paid for it.
But some people will not even care, and
because it's not foreign.
Yes,
because it's not foreign.
Do you know that? I don't care. Audiomack. Okay. It's not a Nigerian company, although I think they have representative. They have offices in Nigeria.
Everybody wants to have a bit of Nigeria.
But AudioMark has one of the biggest database right of Nigerians. Yes.
And when did they come into Nigeria?
I don't.
Wasn't that last year? It was last year, or like maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah. And the money that platform is making from this country. Because me, that I don't even have the numbers AudioMark has. I know how much is coming through my platform, and I'm being paid from all those people, YouTube and co, right? So I can imagine an AudioMark that probably is based in, where's AudioMark based? You know, and they have this platform in this country. I don't even think in the country they are based they have that number. So when are we going to learn to embrace our own? You know, give your people opportunities, even for your friends to even support you on this platform. Say it's hard.
It's still
you get, because I remember there was an app that we were working on before we decided to do Tune Afrique because of the distribution. It's called Me Playlist, right?
Playlist.
Yeah. When we were running Me Playlist, to even get Nigerian artists to even talk the main guys, you know, that they will tell you, but they will rather go and give it to Vidya. They will go and give it to instead of foreign, probably because of the experiences, because I know some of them have had some bad experiences in the past.
Remember that thing I said about incompetence, Nigerian incompetence, and well, of some Nigerians, not every Nigerian. And then there's this I must chop your money mentality. There's this I must do you, I must reap from where I didn't sow. There's this rip-off mentality some Nigerians have. That's what scares other Nigerians. You understand? You don't. It's not every day you meet Nigerians who are into something and will just be very open with you, 100%.
Yes.
There will always be a middleman. In fact, you see middlemen, and everybody wants a cut. So at the end of the day, for you just.
But even all these foreign companies too, they do take advantage of the system.
Obviously, but the thing is, they still pay you proper.
To an extent, they are still accountable. Yeah. Yeah, they I mean, from streaming, I know that there's mad money. There is mad money. Obviously. You get, if I tell this artist that I was talking about that were making money on this platform that was on Tune Afrique, you don't even know them. Yeah, and again, do you actually think that TV is dying? For me, I think radio is dead now, but TV is on his way out.
Yeah, TV can't die like that because there's still, especially in our side, America.
Maybe yes, America is dead. No, America out law. But I'm seeing next 5-6 years
for Nigeria.
Yes,
gradual.
Because right now, Baba, nobody watches TV out there.
Yeah,
nobody.
Don't say that, because every lounge, every eatery, every fast food joint has the TV, and people sit down to eat, and that's what they're watching. They might not be listening to it
here,
but they were in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Most places, most fast food I've been to lately, eatery, right? They're streaming YouTube. Is either they're playing music, right, and they're directly streaming from YouTube, or they are watching a home video from
or a Nigerian music channel.
Yes, but the normal, conventional. I want it to I want A7.
I don't think 7 still exists now.
Does LTV 8 still exist?
Yeah,
that one's still there.
Yesterday.
Oh,
I passed there.
They're still paying people salary.
I passed getting me yesterday.
Because these things are they're going gradually.
Things are of course, but it's just that Nigeria, a lot of parts in Nigeria just doesn't want to get in tune with how things are changing. Right now abroad, let me tell you what happened when
don't bring that drink here. We are not doing advert
yet. They've not paid. We're about to drink. This is another chance for you. This drink company, come and support this show so we can use your bottle and show you. So I was in the UK during the election in the UK. So I was my sister, her husband, and we're driving somewhere, and they go like, we forgot we're supposed to vote. They talked about, vote where? Just hold on. They just parked somewhere. They parked, and I was like, they said, okay, just hold on the car, they're coming. They just crossed the road. After like 3-4 minutes, they came back in and drove off. I'm like, you guys didn't vote again. They said, no, they just did. And they just voted. They just went in there to vote and came out. So and I turned back to unconsciously. I turned back to see the queue. I was like, "Where on a vote?" She pointed to the building. So I turned around and I was craning my neck to check the compound I was seeing to see if I would see people standing outside. The way we do here, like, you know, in Nigeria, election, there has to be security men, there have to be people with sticks, there have to be people, there have to be people outside.
You know, they did early voting in this last Trump election, and they thought that was the Republican thought that was where the fraud came in.
They did early voting.
They did early voting, so the voting system has started weeks before the election date.
Is there a bigger glass? Because I want. If you bring ice. This can't. Oh, it's branded. That's why. You don't have a red. No.
You shouldn't bring it.
You have the red cup.
Yeah, there's red cup.
Bring that. You're just mentioning NSC. Have they played? Or is the audio not picking you? Should be the editor. You know, so a lot. Well, I get you.
Why can't we vote on our phone? Why?
Because
in 2021, my God.
Allocation. Let me use another Nigerian's favorite word.
Allocation.
Empowerment. So allocation is part of the reasons why we can't vote online and vote on our phones, because somebody has to be allocated the contract to print paper.
Somebody will do the box.
Somebody will do box. Somebody will do what's that, fluorescent jumpsuit for the INEC officials that will come with their cars, and then security will come with them, and then 3, 4, 5 hours into it, touts and hooligans will now come to
take the box.
Whoa, I don't tire, Jerry.
Come and take the box and take it away.
You know, I'm tired of a lot of things in Nigeria, but I'm not tired of Nigeria. You know, Nigeria is a great country.
We can't be tired of this country.
I'll not lie to you. I'm starting to get tired too.
No,
but it won't change. It won't change me. I'm just who I am. My whole family, they stay abroad. I'm the only one in Nigeria.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes my friends will ask me, "What do you do? What are you doing in this country?" And I'm like, one, this is where my hustle is.
So when I was telling some of my core fans, I was telling them, I'm bringing Rugged. I'm having Rugged on the show today. There's one question they asked me to ask.
I'm not doing giveaway.
No, it's not even giveaway.
I'm the head accountant of the Stingy Men's Association.
Oh yeah. That was. What's that about?
I don't even know. I see so many things.
I was just seeing the IDs.
All of a sudden.
I was just seeing IDs.
I have my own ID.
Did you see Toke's response?
No.
She said something like, "Oh, this one that all these men are going stingy now. She's looking for the closed leg association or something like that." And that was hilarious. And somebody responded that, Rugged, is it this internet? I go leave her for the last, because people are mad.
There's a fight. There's a fight at what you just said.
People are mad. Like me personally.
I'm just trying to imagine the responses.
The person said, can you read it? Do you have it?
It's insane. So but while I'm pulling up that one, so you're having people on Twitter saying things like, so they're these same babes are not the ones claiming classy and fresh, yet you want to collect money for ...
See, the one I saw, the girl now responded to Toke, said,
a
girl. She said, you can't close your leg now because you didn't close it in Unilag.
Woo!
That was the fucking response.
I'm not there.
I'm telling you what I read. Like, it was insane. I'm like, this is the reason why when I post, I walk away. I don't even come back to recommend.
Well, yeah.
I just drop my phone.
I was going to say or watch what you post. But now I remember even I posted something one day that, look, people on social media, especially Twitter, they are mad people.
They are mad people.
You might even say hello. Next, somebody just say, this is what I say hello. Don't you have work? And then 5 stars.
Rugged, you know the crazy thing? So most times when you see these trolls, these people that come at you, right? When you see them, just go into once they comment, go into their profile.
That's if they don't do the private one or the one that has no post.
Yeah,
okay,
most
that's more
of
on
them,
Instagram. Anyway.
Just go and check. It could be one Fatai from Odoginyon.
What do you mean? So it's Fatai from Odoginyon, not a human being.
It's a human being, but the fact that this is not somebody that will see you one-on-one and talk to you.
No, I get.
But they'll just come on this platform and just insult you.
But that's you know, remember those days when they said the world is becoming a global village. That is even now it's becoming a street now. It's not a village anymore. Now it's a street. There was a day I said something on Twitter and everybody started laughing. I said, imagine if Twitter was a warehouse and every follower, everybody or every handler was in that warehouse. There will be no peace. Every blood will just be coming out from the door because why behind it? Oh, so now you. Oh, so. But because you see the way some people will, just like you said, the way some people will say something to you.
Yeah.
I call them keyboard gangsters.
Yeah.
As in Twitter warriors.
Yes.
They will tell you, if I catch you, I will deal with you. But yes. Like you said, when you now check, you now see that it's one 15-year-old.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, 14-year-old. That's 15-year-old. I'm not saying they don't have the right to
be there, but
the level of, they just come at you and one other thing I used to say is, winners don't troll. Just imagine you post something now and let me use a whiskey or Davido now come at you and tell you, Baba, why did you write that? It doesn't make any sense. Well, something that does not concern him.
Some people do. Okay, now let me say this. I was going to say earlier, there was a case that was brought to my attention some days ago. It happened in Songwater. He showed a video of a young man that was sitting on the ground.
Right. Yes. I saw it.
There was a man in Mufti carrying AK-47 kind of thing. So I now posted it and I also buzzed the police complaint unit and everything. I'm like, look, what is going on? Why is this happening? Kind of thing. They should handle the matter. And then the police response unit now put out an update.
Okay. And
then they showed a security guard talking about that the boy wanted to stab somebody or stab a policeman, but he put the bottle in his pocket, and then that the officers that were there were part of a unit that handled that area or something.
Okay.
And I'm like, I said, well, I've seen a video of this alleged security guy saying this story. Can we now see the young man say his own side of the story so that we will know what's going on? So I told this was me talking to the police complaint unit, not on social media. On my phone. Yeah. They were not like, okay, they will try and see how they can get all that. So I said, okay, fine. So let me wait until you get that so that I can update both the security guy's video and the young man's video. And I also asked, but who were the men in Mufti hitting the boy with sticks?
Yes.
Who was that officer? So then I was not like, did the IGP not say that Nigerian police officers shouldn't be out in Mufti?
Yes, that was the rule.
That was part of where I was going to. Yeah. That was part of why I posted that. Then yesterday, I was the day before yesterday, OC of Cool FM now came on my page, and now on that story, on my post about it, now said that since the Nigerian police has updated us on this issue, that shouldn't this post be taken down?
Oh yeah,
that you understand? I was like, now remember what you just said. Now winners don't troll. That nobody will. Yeah, but he came and
I don't think if you have anything going on for you and you are really doing well, you have that time. It's more like seeing LeBron. Now it's insulting. Now just say LeBron could come and troll at you, or Drake will just come and.
So I had time to respond. Yes, it was yesterday, and I told him, look, I said, brotherly, you had the option of sending me a DM.
You did not.
You did not. So I will also respond to you here.
And there were times that we've had conversations now that I'll just send you DM that this.
And then there are also times we chat normally in the public because
because we know conversation.
So I now respond. I said, well, since you had an option to DM, you didn't choose that one. I will also respond here. I said, brother, what has been updated? all we're seeing here is the story of an alleged security guard.
Yes.
We've not heard from the boy's own. I said, my brother, I know you know better. That's what I told him. I said, I know you know better. Nobody ever judges a case hearing one side of the story.
Yeah.
I said, I know you know better. I said, and please don't come to tell me to take something down, because I will not do this. I will not do that to you in any way. So until we hear both sides of the story,
then we know.
They wait.
Yes.
Finish. So of course people came at him. I was like, maybe he supports or whatever. Maybe he's benefiting from. I really do not care. But as far as I'm concerned, I've called the attention of security forces, and they handle it. Oh yeah, I even wrote it there that the police is already, the investigation is ongoing, so that I'm sure they will update us 100% when everything is done, but not just one side of the story. That kind of thing. So I beg you, I don't, this country, Una.
Me, I'm doing an association of just post and walk away.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to start your own
What's
association.
That? POW.
Post.
A.
PWA.
Just post and walk, because sometimes you cannot even stand it when these people come at you and you'll be like, what did I say wrong?
But you see, you know me,
you've had your fair share.
I've had my fair share. So let me say they trained me.
Oh Lord,
they have trained me.
I remember one time. I remember one time. You remember the time the Yahoo Boys issue happened?
You say that conversation at Folix.
Yeah. I was like, this is not even. This is somebody being on the side of what is right.
But
being on the side of what is right. Okay, fine. We understand. You get, the country is hard. People are looking for options. People are trying to survive. But that does not deny the fact that what is right is what is right.
You know, the craziest part is, what I was even talking about was, look, like you just said, we know the country is hard. Everybody's hustling however they can. Yeah. But what is wrong is wrong. What is a crime is a crime.
Yes.
And what I was talking about was, don't try to, what's that word? Don't try to celebrate.
Yes.
Don't try to celebrate something that's
don't
wrong.
Throw it in our face.
Don't try to make it look like it's okay. Especially for young ones out there.
Yes.
That was where I was going with it.
Yeah, that was your point.
That's where I was going with it. Because look, I can't stop you from doing whatever you want to do. I've been in places where people, I saw what they were doing, obviously it looked like fraud. It's none of my business. I'm not the police. I am not EFCC. I am not NDLEA. Brotherly, I have my own hustle. I have my own worker. It's none of my, I can't come to you and say, what are you doing? How is that my business? Wouldn't that be me doing the same thing we were fighting against SARS and checking people's phones?
Yes.
And then I don't even have the power to do any of that. So it's none of my business.
Rugged, all these things that you do, right? In any sense, are you scared? Like, do you think? I'm sure there must have been. There are some cases that when people come after you. How can we forget that? That's a serious conversation. No? What happened? Give me. You don't say you never talked. Is that how that London thing happened? What happened? It was the effect of the Yahoo thing.
Yeah, it was the effect of it.
What happened? You were in the restaurant.
It was
chilling.
Remember that thing
because I saw the video.
Nigerian incompetence. It was a Nigerian restaurant in the UK. Now, if it was a white-owned establishment, that wouldn't have happened.
It can never happen
because they will have security.
Of course.
They won't allow people wearing hoodies, covering their faces to loiter outside their establishment, let alone walk into it. So that can only happen in a Niger setting, and that was what happened. You know, so they just walked in, and I think, unfortunately for them, they underestimated me. Ruggedy
Baba.
So they underestimated me. So I think they were well, I don't know what it was they were expecting, but I'm sure I'm even older than these boys that came at me. You know, it was me being the kind of person I am. If I walk into any place, I'm very security conscious. So if I walk into a place, one of the first things I'm checking out is, I'll ask you where this place leads to. I want to know where to, in case anything happens. That's how I am. You know, so when I walked in, I made sure I sat in such a way that I could see anybody coming in. And I could also even see there was a glass, so I could even see outside. So that's how I was seated. So when I saw somebody walk past the glass looking in at where we were seated, spider senses tingle, like, what's this one? I notice everything around me. If I'm sitting here with you and somebody's countenance changes, I notice.
Yes.
That's how I am. You know, so I noticed somebody came and peeked in. Acted like he was walking past, but he spent too much time looking in. So I just felt
you could tell. Yeah, your instinct would have told you that something is wrong. Yeah.
The person passed. Then I saw the person by the glass. He was on his phone. You know, he was on his phone. Then as if he talked to somebody, he sent a message. I could see him, but from the angle he couldn't see inside. He had to come to walk past to look in, but from where I was sitting, I could see outside. So I saw him on his phone. So the way it was as if so whoever he was talking to, I told him, check if it's him, are you sure, kind of thing. So he now cut the call. He now walked up again and now looked in. He now even did like this time, you know.
So you already knew.
Then I knew, you know. All of a sudden, I saw one boy wearing a hoodie come, 2, 3. I saw them. I could see them from the glass, you know. And I told my friend that so that these people are gathering like this. I don't like the way this is looking. My friend was like, no, you know, it's a Nigerian restaurant, so Nigerians. Remember what I mean by that stupid Nigerian incompetence rubbish we always do. I said, okay, no problem. Then all of a sudden, the one of them in the hood now did the same walk and had to look in. Down looked, another one looked, and then they walked back. They just kept going back and forth. Next thing they were like 5, 6. When I said, nah, this is not normal. Yeah, I said, nah, this is not normal. I said, you're supposed to pay me money for this story.
This story is priceless.
I intend to interview me on my own show. I'm looking for how I'll do it. Maybe you come and help me. I want to interview me on my show. I wear a shirt, ask questions. But anyway, no. Yeah, no, I think I know how to do it. I wear a shirt and ask all the questions. Ask all the questions.
Another one to answer everything.
Wear another shirt to answer. You know, so I just noticed that, and then I called one of the waiters. I called the guy, and I'm like, sorry, do you guys have security here? Actually, what even brought me there was, one, my friend's wife and the sister wanted to take me out before I was leaving UK 2 days or 3 days after that.
Oh, okay.
So they just wanted me to
just
want to take me out to dinner.
Yeah.
So they asked if I wanted Chinese. Maybe I should have just taken Chinese. I didn't know I would have to fight Chinese because I chose African. You know, so they asked if I wanted Chinese. I'm like, come on. I mean, I just want fish. I want croaker fish. Right. Yeah. And I said, okay, there's a Nigerian restaurant. I'm like, Nigerians don't care. You know, because a lot of people have told me, look, just avoid where Nigerians gather, you know, because you don't know who's who kind of thing. So they were like, I know that the places where elderly people come is reserved, is this, is that, they reserve KUD.
What's the place? What's the name of the place?
805.
805, okay.
805. Okay. A very rubbish, anyway, very rubbish, let me say rubbishly run place. Because imagine in the middle of fight, and all I was hearing was, they have not paid their bill. They have not paid their bill. I can never forget that girl's voice.
Are you kidding me?
Anyways, you know, so I called the waiter and I asked him, do you guys have security here? Typical Nigerian, question for question. The next thing he asked me was,
why do you need security?
He didn't say that. He just said, why? I said, because I'm seeing some funny looking people wearing hoodie, covering their faces outside. He said, no. This time I was standing. He was here, I was here. The glass was behind me. Okay. And then there's a wall here and there's a door there. So the door there now, you have to, for you to come in here, for you to go out, you have to walk through that door, turn this way and walk the same length and go out. Yes. And that out you're going is where that glass is.
Yeah. Yes. So yes.
So while I was there, I was now standing like this and I was asking him, so I said, do you guys have security? He said, why? I said, because I don't like the way these boys are. He said, no, they're just boys that come around and they don't come inside. Immediately he said, they don't come inside. I don't know what made me tilt my head. I just leaned, looked, you know, away from him. One of them was already walking. He
Inside.
had come in and was walking towards us. And he had a hoodie. He had his hood to his face. He had his t-shirt over his mouth. Immediately, I just saw that one. I didn't even see the waiter again. I just took a step back and faced the person coming. And all I was looking at was, I just quickly, you know, I'm being very funny human being. You know that cartoon scanning thing. No. I just looked at him from head to toe. I looked at his hands. Is he holding anything?
Yes.
It's not, because there's chairs there. So I was like, because if he's holding anything in his hand, I would take chair. I would my chair. So I just checked. He wasn't holding anything. Okay, I was like, okay, fine. I was just looking at him dead in the eyes. When he now got like some feet from me, he just did like this. So immediately he did this. I said, okay.
Oh, okay, fist for fist.
He talk, he won't talk.
No, level
He's
ground.
not coming to talk.
Yes.
He's coming to fight. I didn't do anything. All I did was I put one foot. I took a fighting stance, but without moving my hands.
Okay.
I don't know where. I'm just crazy. That's all I keep saying to myself.
Oh,
so,
yeah?
you know, immediately he did this. I put one foot. I balanced myself proper. I took the proper fighting stance, but I didn't raise my hands. My hands were to my sides, but I already made fists. So I was like this. Immediately he did this. So I knew he was coming to fight. So I just stood. Immediately he got like close enough. He didn't know. Immediately he just got in front of me.
So you attacked first,
brother.
Yes.
He came like this.
Yes.
If he had come like this or come like this,
Yes.
I said, came like this. So this is not how they greet anyway. This is not greeting in any language. You know. So immediately he just got close enough. My leg was back. I just took a step forward and went
straight.
Boom! His face
straight.
Just because while he was coming, another one had walked in.
Yeah.
I was coming behind him. So immediately I punched him. He fell to the left. The second one came. I entered that one straight. While I was fighting with that one,
the other one
third
stood
one
up.
was coming in. The one that
stood
fell
up.
stood
Now
up.
it's a mob.
Now it was 3 people. 3 people on me. And don't forget, my friend's wife and the sister were there.
Oh.
So what I now did was, that's why I say sometimes I'm not normal. Since there was a time I had an accident, first and only time I ever had an accident on a co-bridge. There's this thing I do. I try to calm myself.
Yes.
So immediately the accident happened, I just went, you know when Chinese go, I just did that. I just went.
People, that's actually a cheat code though. I'm telling you, just take that long breath. It's a cheat code. Whenever you're tensed or you're in a situation,
just calm.
Just take a deep breath.
Doing things
then
anyhow.
rearrange yourself. Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So when I bashed, or when the accident happened, because it wasn't my fault, I just did it. Okay, what's going on? Car bashed. What's happening? Smoke was coming. Why is the smoke coming out? Engine is on. All of a sudden, I just heard, engine is on. Why is the ignition on? I just turned off the ignition. Smoke just went down. Good. Okay, what next? Get out of the car.
Yes.
And now, as I tried to move, I couldn't move. I looked down. The dashboard was on my legs. But luckily for me, there was some people. Luckily, but then still, I wonder why they were there. Because there was a packed bus on the bridge at the bottleneck, blocking more than half of the road. And I couldn't. You won't see it because it was late. I didn't see it until the last minute. I almost swerved to the right. It was at that Eco Bridge near the bottleneck going down to Marina. I swerved right to take that turning.
So
But and I remember they were fixing that bridge. There was a big boulder blocking that. I just swerved back to try to make, because if I had slammed on my brakes anyhow, the car might have flipped. So I just tried. So then, anyway, so immediately I punched first guy. He fell. Second guy came. I punched him. Third guy was walking in. My mind went to there are 2 women to my left.
Yes.
So what I did was I now took the fight. I moved to the right. So they followed me.
Yeah.
That's all I had in my mind. Hopefully the women will leave.
They can move out. Yeah.
The women, they did move. Good. Then while I was fighting these 3 people, my brother, let me tell you what I've never told anybody. I had 2 friends, guys, there with me. One is 3 times my size. The second one is 2 times my size. When I moved to the right for the women to run, my friends ran. Because When I moved to the right, thinking, okay, let the women go.
Then let's be men.
Imagine while I was fighting, drawing fist, I took a look to my left to see who my friends were fighting. I didn't see anybody there. That was when I realized, you're on your own, on your own. I didn't see anybody, my brother.
Wow.
I thought I was punching before. You know when they say, I started punching faster because I was fighting three people. Wow. Because some of them, before they raise hands,
one of them already carried the chair.
I'm getting there now. So when I was fighting the three of them like that, I just, you know that slow motion thing? I said, see, life is so crazy. Imagine while I was doing that, all of a sudden, I just realized I was about to slip. I just realized my foot was about to go.
Yeah.
And all of this was happening like this, but it was in slow motion. I just realized I was about to slip. And what went to my mind was 1, 2, 3 guys. If I slip and fall, I'm done.
No.
Get Franklin stomp.
Yeah, that can happen.
So you know what I did? I just grabbed 2 of them. So as I was slipping, they all fell with me. So instead of only me trying to regain balance, they were now also trying to regain balance. So them now, obviously they couldn't be punching and trying to regain balance. Yes. So that was the only, as I grabbed 2 and we went down, that was the only time one of them, the one standing, kicked me on the side. Ooh. But while the other ones were trying to get up. So as I was still holding them.
Who did the video?
One of them. I'll tell you why.
Oh yeah?
I'll tell you why. And it was from outside. And I believe it was that guy that was on the phone then. So now, as they were struggling to get up, I was holding them. So as they were pulling themselves up, they pulled me up. That's why I held on. That's why I said, I thank God for my life and the way I reason. I held them as I was slipping, so we all went down. Because if I slipped on my own, I'll be the only one on the ground.
Yeah.
And they would have
stumped you out.
So instead, I grabbed hold of 2 of them, and as I fell, they fell with me. So that falling that I fell, a 4th guy, the one with the chair, was coming with the chair.
Yes.
But because his people were also down with me, he couldn't swing the chair. Because he would have swung, he would have hit anybody.
Yes.
So he was just there going like, so while I was down, they were trying to get them. Once they pulled themselves up, they
had to pull you up automatically. Yeah.
Then that was when we stood up. That was when that one now swung the chair and I blocked the chair. I left the one I was holding, blocked the chair. That was when this one was able to put a punch here. I swear to you, Jobless, only 2 punches touched me in that whole thing. 1 punch, that kick. I blocked the chair and I grabbed the chair and brought it down in between all of us. Yes. As in, my friend's husband was like, how did you learn all this? I said, look, I don't know. But I'm just.
But at that point, nobody called the police. Nobody.
No, I think somebody must have. That all these things, Jobless, happen in a minute and a half.
Yeah.
It will feel like 2 hours to a lot of people. It will feel like 2 hours to a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like 1
to
minute,
me, that it was
30 seconds.
happening to, it was slow motion, kind of. Maybe because of how I am, I don't know.
Yes.
You know? So immediately I pulled the chair between us. Those ones are now trying to punch. And then I now realized there was another guy coming. Now this guy coming had his hoodie up.
Now that makes them 5.
Had his hoodie up, had his hands in his pockets. Imagine as I fight 4 people, I still get chance to see person with it come. So this guy was a bit too calm. He had his hands in his pockets and he was just walking like this. That's when I now thought to myself, this one now that I can't see his hands,
now you have
I don't know what he's coming with.
Now you have
the rest I know what they're holding. I know they're not holding anything, but this one coming has his hands in his pockets. It could be anything. So leave. That was when I just dropped everything,
I just struggled and just moved out of that place.
I had to climb the chair. One was pulling my shirt. That was when my shirt almost came off. And then I got on the chairs and just ran out. Now, guess what? You see the way this door is? You know, I told you there was a door there.
Yeah.
Now, imagine when I got to that door, Nigerians were all there watching. They were watching the fight. Plenty of people were there just watching the fight. None of them came to help. It was when I got there and the boys were now coming there too. Then they now started running.
Wow.
I knew that to the left was outside. They were outside. More of them were outside. So
you had to go right.
So I had to go right. Now the right had the ladies and female and male toilet, obviously. Immediately I turned. There was somebody was getting into one and just quickly closed the door. I tried to push it. It didn't. The person locked it quickly. So luckily for me, the next one to the right was empty. I just entered it, and as I was closing it, somebody pushed against it. I pushed back, and I bolted it. Somebody shouted, "Ruggedman, okay, yeah." I said, "Idiot! Why didn't you come one or only you? Okay, yeah. Five of you on one person. We are bragging like 100."
Wow.
As I held the door, I looked up and there was glass at the top, so I now put my body on the door in case they smash
the glass
kind of thing, you know. But after a while, I just heard somebody say, "Hey, don't worry, they have gone. The police are here." Nigerian voice. My man, I'm like, "The police are here." So it wasn't until I heard, I said, I said, "How? You police?"
Yeah,
good.
Okay.
And I opened the door and
out.
I came out and I saw the police officer. I said, no problem. And I stepped out. Then I started asking me questions. "Are you okay there? Who am I?" Then I said, "I was people around." After, he was one they attacked. He was like, the officer was now asking, "Do I know them?" No. I said, "No."
You don't even know those boys.
I don't know them. But the place.
Did they identify any of them afterwards?
I don't know. I know I left.
Probably
I left
don't even
a
have
couple
good
of days.
cameras at the place anyway.
They actually had CCTV, but that's why the boys wore their hoodies. You know, the only thing I missed out on was
Pulling in one of the face.
But then there were too many of them, that kind of thing. So I was more in for defending myself and you know, and all that. So
wow.
Basically, the police came, you know, asked questions. That's when I now started hearing, "They have not paid their bill. They have not paid their bill." Then I heard the owner of the place. I think it was the owner of the. "Make sure you collect all their money." And I'm like, typical stupid Nigerian. Somebody was just attacked in your establishment. You don't have any security outside. You don't have nothing to help.
And all you care about is your money.
And all you care about is your money. You know, so the police came, we spoke and everything, and then the ladies were now like that. That was when my friends, my hefty friends, now came back. One of them, and I said, "Where you go?" He said, "I go look for ice." I'm sure he didn't know when he said that. But anyway, you know,
ice.
Brother,
what does it mean by ice?
Ice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ice.
That you used to drink.
My brother. You know, so that's his business. Anyways, so the ladies were now like, they were afraid that the police officers wanted to leave, so they were afraid that the boys will come back. No, the officer was like, "No, he doesn't think they'll come back because they have patrol cars actually now going around
looking for them,
find any of them." Not like, okay. Then I asked the officer, I said, "Okay, wait, sorry, can they give me a ride to somewhere along the road?"
So at least to a safe spot.
To a safe spot kind of thing. The officer was like, "Ah, sure." Then I opened the back of the car for me, and I entered the back of the car. Then one of my friend was now driving behind us. So at the point, the officers were just talking to themselves. Then I just looked at it, I just said, "Sorry." He goes, one of them turns. I'm like, "I'm not sure it's every day that somebody willingly gets into the back of your car." They just help me.
I was to sleep. You know, this is in a police car.
You understand? Because normally, once you're in that back of that car, that means
you're going inside.
Two of them just started laughing. Like,
wow.
You know? Then they now got to where we just started gisting. Then we now got to where he now said, "Is this okay?" I said, "Sure." We now parked. I was not like, I don't know why. I just said, "Can I take a picture with you?" The guy looked at me. I was like, "Okay." We now took a selfie. So that was a picture. Now, by the time I got back to my hotel, Abu Ebel called me. "Broki, kilo shele. I said, "Kilo shele." He said he just saw a video. I said, "Video, okay?" He said, "Yeah, he just saw a video that I was attacked in London." Money, you saw a video. Money, I'm just coming from the place. It's not up to 20 minutes. I said, "Please send me the video." He said, "Okay."
Yeah.
He now sent me the video.
So it was premeditated.
Yep.
They planned everything.
Yep. He now sent me the video. Then when I now played the video, guess where the video started from? When, just as I was some seconds to when I slipped.
Yes, when the fifth guy was coming in.
And when we all got up with all the struggle,
yes,
then I wanted to leave.
You moved out.
So what they did was, whoever was recording from outside, they now cut off They cut out all the parts where I punched and everything. They cut out that to try to make it look. Oh, look at Ruggedman. I'm not hearing someone saying, "Look at Ruggedman, he's running." Oh no, it's a stupid British accent. Oh, he's running. He's running. You know, that kind of thing. And I said, okay, so they actually planned out there. I said, good. You know what I did? I posted the video myself. I posted the video and I attached the selfie with the police officer. Yeah. I put it there and I tagged Insta. I tagged everybody. I tagged every blogger. I tagged all of them. You know why? I wanted to control the narrative.
Yes.
Because if it had come out from any of them first, all you would have heard, you probably heard, they have beaten Ruggedman black and blue, purple and green, red.
But what's the purpose of all that?
And brotherly, remember that thing I said about some Nigerians have this mentality of, I must collect, I must chop your money, I must bring you down, trolling thingy. They probably thought they would do that video and use it to embarrass me. But at the end of the day, they embarrass themselves because somebody was like, are you sure this one is fight? All I'm seeing is just people grab. And then there was a post, there was a comment that said, is it the Ruggedman they said they beat in London that even looks fresher after the fight than before the fight? And I saw another babe's comment, was like, that if this is how Ruggedman is, I prefer to have this kind of boyfriend, or at least I know that when there's fights. One Igbo comedian, I forgot his name, even did a video, he did a skit, I was saying, Ruggedman cream. That no matter what you do, if they knock you with iron, then you go come out fresher than you do. Even if 5 people fight you for London, you go, it was everywhere. You know, and I think the one that pained them the most was somebody now said, he's counting like 5 people against one person. And you still even, and they don't even do anything. No swelling, no nothing.
Came out fresh.
It's all these hamburger. I think he wrote all these hamburger boys. I said, why? I said that pained them because after like an hour or two, I just saw another clip. Somebody again from UK took that clip, now cut it. They now cut out even that struggling part. They now put only the part where I got on the chairs and ran out. And they said, see him running. They came, they beat him in London. Somebody now wrote, shut up, we don't see the other video. Now we move people. All of them, I don't beat one person. You know, so that was basically it. And even in the video, when I posted the video, I said, unfortunately, I was attacked in a Nigerian restaurant in the UK by some misguided Nigerian youth because I know they're Nigerian.
Those are
some misguided Nigerian youths. But this will not stop me from being who I am and doing what I do.
Yes,
that's what I posted. So I know it happened. But you know, I thank God the way it could have ended worse.
A different way.
It could have ended worse. But I thank God for that it didn't end worse. And then Namibia this. Thank the Lord.
Have we?
I thank the Lord. You know, but you know, see, it's just so unfortunate that it happens that way. That when you're trying to do good, when you're trying to fight for people, a lot of people write this. Even Faust said it that even the people you're fighting for, will turn around and fight you. So he said it. They will fight you social media, but my own, they fought me literally.
Yeah, that was why I asked that question. That
you understand?
Don't you feel threatening?
It's Ross. See, even if I was going to be threatened, I'll say maybe by the government or security agents, but not the people, bloody civilians that I'm fighting for. You understand? But then you will never catch me insulting the police, insulting the government. I can talk to them. I can bring out facts and put in their faces.
Yes.
But I'm not insulting you. If you're wearing white and I tell you, oh, jobless, you're wearing white, are you supposed to wear white? So what will you now do? Come and arrest me because I say you're wearing what you're wearing? You understand? So I tweet some things. Some days ago, somebody was like, DSS, you should invite Ruggedman. He needs to be their visitor. And I'm like, this one is still has that, you know, that local bully mentality of you must use the police or use DSS to oppress people. It doesn't happen like that. It shouldn't even be happening in the first place.
Yes.
But you see, now people like that who think like that, they're the ones who will get into power tomorrow and do exactly that.
Misbehave. Yes.
They will not, they don't even want to think that, look, DSS, police, NDLE, all these people are people you're supposed to run to for refuge.
For rescue. They're supposed to be your friends.
They're supposed to be your friends, not people you see and run away. You know, so Ruggedman, I'm not afraid of anybody because I didn't commit any offense.
Yes.
I'm not doing anything wrong. So I'm not. If DSS, if they invite me today, I will go. But I'm just happy that I have the voice. I can speak. I know people, and I do not have any illegal thing I'm doing. So I'm not afraid. Nobody should be afraid of our authorities, except for people who are doing wrong things. That's just it.
Yes, you're right.
So na Sabio, if you not like, when I fight to na epa.
Man, Ruggedy Baba.
Yeah.
Like play, we've done 2 hours.
Oh, no, you want to talk.
We've done 2 hours. So I know with this there are going to be new listeners, new viewers that's going to see where can they reach out, follow you, social media handle and all that.
If you want to follow me, don't follow me to my house. Just follow me on social media. Follow me on at Ruggedy Baba. That's at RUGGEDYBABA. That's the same on Instagram.
Ruggedy Baba.
So it's the same handle at Ruggedy Baba on Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook.
Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Then on Facebook is Ruggedman Ruggedy Baba.
Ruggedman Baba. Okay.
But of course, you can always go. Is it because it's only your show? Please, you people should go and subscribe to my own channel.
Yes, please.
What's happening?
What's happening with Ruggedman is
YouTube?
It's insane. It's insane.
Yes,
you mad stories up there. Baba, thank you so much for inspiring me.
Nah, it's you. It's you. Thank you for putting me on Joe.
Oh shit.
I still say it. That's one of the. See, yeah, that song was. In fact, I don't think any song has had that. Joe blew up 30 minutes after it came out.
After recording.
Is it 30 minutes? 20 minutes. Because if almost immediately it dropped.
It was out.
Next thing I just saw that Jide Kosoko, they use Spartacus body and they put
Jide
Kosoko Spartacus.
And memes were still fresh then. It was just starting.
That one, this Jide Kosoko and Spartacus body didn't. It was just like 10-15 minutes after the song
like someone
dropped.
was telling me, I think it was Prince that was telling me, just imagine that we did JOI in 2020.
Bros, imagine if I did Baraja.
Do you know how much I was
Imagine if I did Baraja.
All right, man. Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you. Love you. See you guys later. Bye.
Peace.